When the gangster war broke out in Bulgaria back in 1994, the journalist called Svetoslava Tadarakova went in Pazardzhik, Bulgaria to get interview with the deputy of the security company called VIS, Vasil Iliev Security. The local boss of the VIS, Ivan Angelov, the Cobra, said after the murders in Druzhba housing complex, which killed two of his security guards, 19-year-old Angel Chervenkov and 26-year-old Petyo Margitin Tsarsky, the image of the wrestlers is very bad, but he considered the wrestlers like a people who are only seeking place under the sun. At the same time, in October 1994, the journalist working for the Bulgarian TV, Sonia Kutuklieva, went into Ivan Vazov housing complex to meet and talk with Vasil Iliev, the president of VIS, stands for Vasil Iliev Security, in his office in an apartment with the bars on the windows. Mr. Iliev, is there a mafia of wrestlers in Bulgaria? Mafia of wrestlers and fighters. Mafia, a lot has been written about that concept, and it is known that mafia is a principle and fact that the wrestlers exist. It's a fact, they exist, but wrestlers are 5 or 6 companies. I can't remember exactly which one me and my friends created 2-3 years ago. I don't remember exactly what time it was. We did them, we created them. From there and that time, everything changed. Everyone started fighting against the wrestlers, and it was generally they fought among themselves. Mr. Iliev, is any truth in the statement that security company VIS, a small subdivision squad of Multi Group, or rather of the president of Multi Group, Ilya Pavlov? Well, Ivo Karamansky said in one of his interviews that Ilya Pavlov used wrestlers to clean up the path and clear the way. But I don't see the point of that. I don't see, because Mr. Pavlov doesn't need someone to clear his own way or anything. In my opinion, he is completely different figure now, and as far as I know, he is pretty goddamn good businessman. Mr. Iliev, in an interview, Ivan Angelov, the Cobra, the deputy of Gardenia Pazardzhik, said the whole society consider wrestlers as bastards. How did you feel about those statements? Yes, I think this is indisputable fact. What Mr. Angel said, we are desperate because society thinks of us as bastards. But you are not an angel either. Look, there is no angels. I don't know that. If anyone can say, this guy is an angel, we can't say that. If we can say he's an angel, the child of angel, every single person has a character. You can't say about anyone he's an angel. And how did you feel about the society? What the society thinks towards wrestlers? Indeed, there is fear that my security guards are hitmen, racketeers, thugs, and compromised people. Myself, I felt worried when society thinks something like that. Because I agree with Mr. Angelov, the Cobra. The wrestlers, I think, are just people who seeking their place under the sun. Does your security guards use violence when they do their job as a security guards? Look what, if you are owner of a restaurant, let's say, and you come to us and sign the contract with us, the payments that are formed under that contract make us ensure, we say to the customers in your establishment, let's say 3 guys came up in your restaurant, a group of some sort of quite drunk people, and they started to trashing your place. Those people will be asked by our staff members, by our security guards to go outside, because somehow they have to sort out those guys. All this reflects nerves and money. When somebody starts to crash, they get kicked out. That's true. What about if your security guards beating them up? Is that possibility? No, definitely not. If they beating them up, then those people will complain to the police, you know. It is only if they ramming, which they say, cannot happen, because we have a contract with this restaurant. If our security guards beating up the troublemakers who are thrown out, they will go to hospital and they will get the medical certificate. And from there, they will complain to the police. But what about if they are afraid to do so? Or you're talking if they're afraid to say where and what happened? Well, if they are afraid about those things, then I don't know. Are you armed? Do you have, does your security guards have baseball bats and guns? As the newspapers wrote, the time of baseball bats passed away. That's over. That time is over. Some teens, some young guys make fights. They bring to the fights baseball bats, but no one can call them wrestlers. They are not wrestlers. They're just young guys pretend to be wrestlers. Guns, as far as I know, we have few guns and very few security guards of our company have a permit to use guns. So, do you have any guns in the company? We don't have. They don't give us permits. We had given few permits to several people, but the police took them away. I guess that's a right thing to do anyway. Once, when the people were afraid of our security company and of the wrestlers in general, I think that's the right decision. The police should take our permits and our guns. I think police took the right solution there. Mr. Iliev, are you worried what's happening in the streets from those bombings, shootings, from the murders of police officers? Any normal person will be worried about those things. Where did you start? Who lit the spark and why? I told you, in the press and in general, what was said and heard about the struggle between the group of wrestlers and the karate people and the defense association. I can't say what sparks and where it led, but whatever happened there is counterbalance between those two groups, organizations or groups. Our group is based on friendship, as far as I know. There was a meeting in the shareholders of the association defense, but as far as I know, the courts did not legalize it, those association. It basically, let me tell you, it was pity the boys left like that, because the association defense and Ivo Karamansky boys and our boys, whoever it is, you can see I'm young man too. We are mostly former athletes, and the trouble that happened in general, I don't know what to say. All those guys, I'm putting them under one sign. Every single person can be influenced by something, but this rage, I don't know why that happened, for example, to go and shoot somebody. I don't know why this happens. I can't explain it. I don't know why is that. Because nobody wants to become a smoked meat. Everyone wants to live. Why Ivo Karamansky stated in the newspapers that the wrestlers are offering 4 million reward for his head. The fact that he said that, he must have heard some information from somewhere. But look, to give such money for his head, and don't you think his head is that valuable? No, you misunderstood me. Not about valuable or worthless. Just we are not the people. We are not in the prehistorical era. We are not living in the stone era to give money for anyone else's head. Vasil Iliev does not behave arrogant or aggressively, but he looked a little bit worried, maybe because that was his first TV interview. After the interview, he invited Sonia Kutuklieva, the journalist, at his favorite restaurant Mirage. He and his three bodyguards traveled in two cars, black Saabs 9000. They were the only Saabs at that time in Sofia. In his favorite restaurant Mirage, Vasil Iliev talked about his trip to USA with respect for Ilya Pavlov, who took him across the ocean. He talked about Ilya Pavlov like a person who has outgrown his environment. His last interview Vasil Iliev gave 7th of April 1995, just 13 days before his assassination. His brother Georgy Iliev took control of the holding after Vasil Iliev's death, after Vasil Iliev's murder. Few months after his murder, back in 1995, Georgy Iliev, the new president of VIS security company, an insurance company, and VAI Invest Holding, said, "We used to be wrestlers. Now we are businessmen." Georgy Iliev were in charge of the company little more than 10 years. He was killed by sniper in Sunny Beach Resort on 25th of August 2005.